Everyone, welcome back to the channel on YouTube. Today we're taking a look at Cade Cunningham. Obviously had a great game last night against the 76ers on Sunday. So far this season is averaging about 25 points, 9.8 assists, about 5 rebounds. He's actually not even shooting the 3 ball that well, only at 30% so far this year. But he's getting to the line a bunch. He's pretty efficient on his twos, 46% field goal percentage. And he's shooting about 78% from the free throw line, but he's definitely getting a lot of free throw attempts. Already almost about 7-8 free throw attempts per game. But he's just been really impactful. He's been a nice initiator of the offense, just maturing in that way. Now he's in, I think, year 5. He's had a nice relationship and chemistry with Jalen Duren and Osar Thompson as well, just running the wing. But yeah, let's take a look at some of these clips from the game last night. Didn't have the best shooting game either, but he still, had a way to contribute and excel in the second half. He had a much better second half than first half. First half, he kind of struggled with his shot, even though he still had 4 or 5 assists in the first half. He was more of a creator, but second half, he definitely became more of a scorer and got, I think, 24 points in the second half. So yeah, let's take a look at some of these clips. First one, just coming off that screen. Jalen Duren, like I said, him and Cade have a great chemistry together. Pump fakes the 3, just contains and pretty much makes Tyrese Maxey engage in his shot or his play. And they got a little bit of a zone, I think, as well. I don't know if they're playing 2-3 or 3-2, but it looks like they switched out of the zone. But Cade Cunningham finds the open guy, Ron Holland on the wing, and gets the 3-pointer to fall. His improvement has been exciting to watch as well. Just the overall Pistons improvement in play. This time gets the deflection. Duncan Robinson runs the break in transition, kicks it up to Asar, and he gets the free throw as well. Gets a nice. They're definitely trying to push the pace a little bit as well this year. Let's see, they're up to, I think, 15th in pace, so it's not bad, not terrible. But they're, like I said, 6th in free throw rate. One of the better defenses in the NBA for sure this season, and one of the best teams in terms of net rating as well. So they're definitely up there. 5th in free throw attempts as well. 2nd in blocks, 6th in steals, 2nd in 2 points. They're actually one of the best 2-point shooting teams. Which is still obviously not the norm that we've seen the last few years in the NBA, but still they're effective at what they do. This time get an offensive rebound, just scanning the floor already, knows exactly where to go with it. Hits Duncan Robinson on the 3-pointer. So you can see in the first half it was mostly just a transition game, getting out in the try to get on the break, hit his guys up. The faster they play, the faster the better for guys like Holland, Duren, even Duncan Robinson. This time he fakes VJ out, goes under the screen, then goes back, kicks it back to Duren. So you can see you never really speed him up. He knows exactly what he's doing and where he's going with the ball. As soon as he sees Drummond up top, he's going to kick it to Duren, and Duren can obviously make that pass to Holland as well. Or even Karis LeVert. But Duren's been a monster as well this season, so he's getting his own. This time he gets ISO on Eric Gordon, attracts the second defender, kicks it out to Asar Thompson. Asar Thompson, shout out to him. He's slowly improving his shot and makes that 3-pointer. Yeah, he almost knows exactly where to go before he even, of course he's driving to attack, but he knows exactly as soon as he attacks that left side, that's that open corner right there. This time he gets it in the post. Of course, he's using his size. The double triple team comes almost right away as soon as he catches it. He's able to find Duren right in the middle. Of course, Maxi is not the best weak side. Gonna be the best weak side rim protector. He just kind of mosses him and finishes it at the rim. This time, I don't know where Drummond's going. Obviously, he's definitely taking advantage of that matchup with Duren. With Duren and Drummond manipulating that matchup. This time, Duren sets a solid screen on Edgecombe. Cade has a lot of space to run into. He can almost get almost all the way to the rim before Drummond or anybody's gonna meet him. And of course, if this guy helps, he's gonna kick it out to Holland. Drummond actually does a decent job of getting back in position. Kind of meets him as soon as he steps in the paint. But Cade is strong enough and, decisive enough to go up to the rim and finish it. Kicks it head to Asar. Asar goes all the way. I feel like they know exactly what their roles are, Asar and Holland are going to run the wings, spot up in corner threes, attack dunker spots when they can. Cade is going to be mostly in pick and roll. Duren is going to roll hard to the rim. We've even seen a lot of Duren hanging out in this area, almost working as a hub, similar to like Bam Adebayo, somebody like that. That's a good play by Duren as well. As soon as he turns to that right, he's going to cut right to the middle. Take away the defender at least. Drummond has to back off a little bit. He spins back to his left. That's a nice, turnaround fadeaway midi. So he doesn't use the screen, but Duren knows exactly that, this is Cade's, time to work. Kelly Oubre's been a solid defender as well the last couple of years in Philly, I think. So that's a tough shot. But like I said, they're doing it with twos and defense and 2-pointers, but that's the formula that they got right now. And you got obviously a few guys hitting threes, but that's their main stuff. This time just running the transition. Gets a foul as well. Sneaky athletic Cade. Does he qualify as sneaky athletic? He pulled it out the windmill, I think, a couple days ago. I think was it against Memphis on the fast break. So you can definitely get up there. This time he got 2 to the ball again. Patiently waiting in the paint. Gets 2 feet in the paint. Gets a little head fake. Gets Drummond in the air. As soon as he comes down, goes back up with it. He's never bothered by all these defenders. I think those first couple of years, actually, with no spacing, with barely any spacing, kind of helped him actually slow down his game, probably, and actually make him more calm when he sees more hands and more bodies. Obviously, if he came into the league, perfect spacing. He is obviously a mature ball handler and driver, and he has high IQ, of course, when he comes to, play with a pick and roll big man. But I think those first couple of years might have actually helped him just slow down and be patient when there's multiple bodies around you, because you don't have to panic. You don't have to, shoot right away or pass out right away. Just keep your dribble alive, similar to Luka, somebody like that. That's a nice finish over the trees in the paint. This slides his feet. Could have got a foul, but he has good size as well, so he's obviously not going to be a liability on defense either. Duncan Robinson cashes in, wide open 3. This time he's kind of get the ball and, cross matching a little bit. Got Quentin Grimes on him, switches onto Oubre. Almost like a ghost screen from, was that Javonte Green? Whew, that's nasty, man. That's nasty. Gotta take a look at that one more time. They switch right away, so that, Philly's in good position, good defense, nothing cracked open yet. And that move right there, just to go back to the left and then spin back. That's nasty. And then the nice little hook shot as well, bank off the glass as well. Oh, he's in his bag right now. He's in his bag. He's in his bag. Pass fakes, shot fakes, step back three. That's funny. That's the only 3-point shot that he made this game, but this time gets to the rim. Once again using the Duren screen, or was that Paul Reed? High ball screen. Fakes it to the left. Uses it as like almost a decoy. Goes back to the right. Keeps his dribble low. Uses those, big body, big shoulders of his to get in the paint, and eventually draws a foul on Kelly Oubre. That's a nice play by Cade in the fourth quarter in a clutch game, in a back and forth game for sure. This time as well, letting his big man do the work on the mismatch. This angle pick and roll, empty side corner. Duren can attack this. This area was wide open for him. You got 3 decent shooters on the court. Duren sets the screen. Duren pretty much makes good contact on most of the screens he makes. Gets 2 to the ball, doesn't panic right away, doesn't throw it right away. He sees 2 guys. He got 3 on 2, at this point, if he passes it to Duren. Kicks it to Duren at the free throw line. Not the best spacing, but, Duren doesn't see an obvious pass to make. Could have maybe thrown the lob at the rim to, I forget, who is that? But anyways, doesn't throw the easiest pass or the obvious pass, but there's no really obvious pass, and maybe in that situation, Maxi's a quick twitch athlete as well, so he just takes it up, goes off the right shoulder this time, finishes with the left hand. That's a nice finish right there from Jalen Duren. He's doing his best Dwight Howard impersonation. That's just nice patience and composure. Gets in the paint. Once again, that angle pick and roll almost to the empty side corner. No corner offensive player. This time he just snakes it this time. Could have thrown it as well to Duren or LeVert. So many bodies in front of him. I feel like he's almost used to that by now, like I said, from his first few years in the NBA, but just keeps on dribbling, keeps his dribble alive, keeps it low, gets to his left hand. Duren's kind of setting a little, Steven Adams Gortat screen just to block Drummond from getting a clean jump on it. And he goes to his left hand and finishes. That's a pretty nice play from him. That's a nice play you see like from, an older player, well-established, veteran type of NBA all-star type of player, This time they're almost chasing him with 2 people. Doesn't panic. Get rid of the ball. Could have made the easy pass to Ron Holland. Throws a nice over-the-top pass to Jalen Duren. Obviously his height makes it easier to make that pass as well. Duren catches it. Could have thrown the lob as well again to that guy, but at the dunker spot, but he does a nice job finishing over VJ Edgecombe. Obviously the pretty big mismatch in the paint. And Duren, I think Drummond gets a late foul as well. Clutch time situations, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. This time, another time he fakes a screen. Doesn't take the screen, rejects it, goes to his left hand. The ball's already in his left hand, so he's already, kind of angling in that direction. Just a nice little dribble just to hesitate to, freeze the defender, and absolutely yams it on Andre Drummond. Sheesh. Gets the foul call as well. Poster at the end of the game in a clutch situation. 2-point game. Last 2 minutes. this time. Oh, this one he's not even on the play, but anyways, that's a nice jumper from, who was that, Ron Holland. So they made some nice plays in the clutch. Were able to pull it out against Philly. I think they were down by 10 at one point as well, but he had another clutch midi as well at the end of the game. Let's see if I can find it. Shout out to this website, Crowd Scout, as well. I think they messed up the writing on this play, or the clip writing. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course Detroit can keep balling. They're 8-2 in the East already, with good for the 1 seed, so they're gonna keep hooping as long as these guys are healthy. And they're missing Tobias Harris right now as well, so that's another guy. And Jaden Ivey, of course, still out as well, so they still got reinforcements to come. Could potentially make a big trade as well for another wing type of scorer if they wanted to urgently. But they're looking really good right now, and I'm excited to see how this Cade Duren relationship continues to blossom. It's almost like a little Dwight Howard, and I don't even know, he never really had a ball handler as big as him, not until maybe Kobe in 2010-11. That was he had Hito Turkoglu, of course, but I think Cade is much better than Hito Turkoglu was at that time of his career. But Cade is almost like a better version of obviously a way better version of Hito, and Duren slightly worse version of Dwight, but still exciting to see. Really good combo, really good chemistry between the guys, and obviously they're rolling right now, like I said, number 1 seed in the East. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.